Walmart is price fixing.
No, I haven't accused them of price fixing. What I've said is that they're able to expand
All
their
right, let me
markup.
start over here. I want you price fixing is a serious crime, Doc. You can go to jail for that. And I want to be sure I understand your testimony. Who are you accusing of price fixing? Yes, ma'am, but you've accused these companies of breaking the law, and I think that you ought to have the courage to say in front of God and country what you believe. Now, you either do or you don't.
Look, I believe that when companies get larger and larger,
I understand what you believe, but I understand
easier and
you're waffling like a bank catfish. Okay?
The room goes dead quiet, then tense, then electric. What starts as a calm exchange instantly turns into a warning shot that echoes across the entire hearing room. Senator John Kennedy doesn't raise his voice. He sharpens it. Words spoken under oath carry weight, real weight, legal weight. Accusations aren't opinions, they're charges, and charges demand proof. As Dr. Owen starts talking loosely about crimes, motives, and price fixing, Kennedy senses it immediately, and in one unforgettable moment, he draws a bright red line and makes it crystal clear. Careless allegations can land you in court, and in some cases, in jail. This isn't politics as theater. This is accountability and action, and it's about to get ruthless. Let's dive in.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Senator.
Dr. Owens, you talked about in order to commit a crime, you have to have means, motive, and opportunity. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you have suggested that it's not an optimal situation to have, well, strike that. Let me just get after it here. What crime are you accusing the four major food companies of?
Price gouging, sir.
Okay. You think they're price fixing?
In some cases, absolutely.
Okay. Name the four companies that you are accusing of price fixing.
In the grocery sector or more broadly?
The four you've been talking about.
I mean, so I think...
name me every company that you think is price fixing in violation of the antitrust laws.
Yeah, I mean, so the most recent example that I think is worth considering is Agristats.
Yes, ma'am, but if you don't mind, we'll come back and do the examples. Name me the companies that you're accusing of price fixing.
Well, the first one is Agristats, which the Department of Justice has sued for price fixing.
Who else?
In the grocery sector, we've got Walmart, we've got Kroger.
Walmart is price fixing.
No, I haven't accused them of price fixing. What I've said is that they're able to expand their markup.
Let me start over here. I want you price fixing is a serious crime, Doc. You can go to jail for that. And I want to be sure I understand your testimony. Who are you accusing of price fixing?
Yeah, look, what my testimony clearly states
is that... Tell me which companies you're accusing of price fixing. You said some were price fixing, and I want to know which ones.
Yeah, I mean, look...
I may report them myself.
The company that's absolutely under investigation by the DOJ
Which ones are price fixing?
I think the Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Justice should take a close look at the four major grocers. They should take a close look at the four major meat packers.
There are currently answer my question.
There's pending litigation.
Which companies are price fixing?
Tyson is a great example. Tyson, the large meat packer.
Okay, who else?
The big four meat packers are all
Who else?
currently
That's one.
under,
Who else?
Like I said, I think looking at the four major grocers makes sense in this setting.
Which four are price fixing?
Walmart, Albertsons,
Walmart's price
Kroger.
Fixing. Wait.
I didn't say they were. I said taking a look.
You just said they were. You can't come here and say and imply they're price fixing and then say they're price fixing. That's a serious allegation. You can be sued for defamation.
I said we should take a close look
at
the companies.
Let me go back. I want to be sure I understand your testimony. Are you telling me right here today that you're accusing Walmart of price fixing?
I'm not personally accusing Walmart of price fixing. I am suggesting
Who are you accusing of price fixing? That's a serious charge.
Neither my written testimony nor my oral testimony makes explicit legal claims.
So you're not accusing anybody of price fixing?
No, I have pointed out that the Department of Justice is currently looking at price fixing by Agristats. Who are you accusing of price fixing?
Why won't you answer my question? Who are you accusing of price fixing?
I'm pretty sure I have answered your question.
No, you haven't. Just tell me the names of the companies, one by one. What's the first company that you're accusing of price fixing?
I've mentioned AgriStats is currently
Agra, what?
AgriStats.
All right, who's number 2?
I said Tyson's is currently under investigation for
price fixing.
Yeah.
Who's number 3?
I've also said that I think the Department of Justice and the FTC should take a close look at
Who's number 3?
Major grocery
Who's number
retailers.
3? Is Walmart price fixing?
I think that they should take a look at
Is Walmart price fixing?
They should take a look at it.
Is Walmart price fixing?
I can't currently answer that question. I said that the Department
You won't
of
answer
Justice,
that question.
No, I
How
said
about
that
Albertsons? Is Albertsons price fixing?
the Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission
Is Albertsons price fixing?
should take a close look at that.
Is Albertsons price fixing?
Again, I think the Department of Justice should take a close look.
You don't want to say. Now.
No, I mean, look, I'm not at the FTC. I'm not at the DOJ.
Yes, ma'am, but you've accused these companies of breaking the law, and I think that you ought to have the courage to say in front of God and country what you believe. Now, you either do or you don't.
Look, I believe that when companies get larger and larger,
I understand
and larger,
what you believe,
it
but I
becomes
understand
easier and easier.
You're
and
waffling
easier
like
to
a
coordinate.
bank catfish. Okay.
1. In the end, this moment belongs entirely to Senator John Kennedy. What he did in that hearing was restore seriousness to a room that was drifting toward reckless speculation. He reminded everyone watching that Congress isn't a place for vague accusations, academic hedging, or convenient ambiguity. When someone steps forward under oath and starts implying criminal behavior, those words carry real power and real consequences. Kennedy didn't let that power get abused. He insisted on clarity, accountability, and truth, not for show, but because the law demands it. This was leadership rooted in principle. Kennedy didn't protect corporations. He protected the integrity of testimony. He didn't silence debate. He demanded honesty by pressing for names and refusing to accept evasive answers. He drew a firm line between evidence and innuendo. His warning was simple and unmistakable. If you accuse, you must own it. And if you can't, then stop talking recklessly. That message hits far beyond this hearing because it reinforces the idea that words spoken before Congress matter. And they should. In an era where accusations get tossed around casually, Senator Kennedy stood as a reminder that responsibility still exists, that the rule of law still applies, and that courage sometimes looks like calmly demanding the truth while everyone else squirms. This wasn't grandstanding. It was accountability in action, and it showed exactly why sharp oversight and fearless questioning still matter in American governance.